What you're about to see, and here's some of the preliminary art, the art I've been working so hard on. You can see all the characters that I've created. Um, these are a combination of all the characters I've created over the last 30 years. So there we go. There's Gino, there's Rosemarie, there's Drake, there's Jorge, there's Rye, Ashley, Eric, Moses, and now Amaya. And this one I'm dedicating to Amaya. I'm also dedicating this to myself and all the real life people and artists and writers and science fiction movies that I've seen over the last 35 years. And I thought about doing this for a while. I had to take a break. I'm going to put up new content for Sunday. It will not be the exact same content as I've done before, but as far as my writing goes, um, I'm dedicating this to everybody I've ever met, and I've been changing this backstory of Amaya's fictional character. I'm dedicating this because I really feel that this is the right thing to do as far as my fictional storytelling goes. This is the introduction to the Outcasters Ghost Passage. It is it is loosely based on the other two books I self-published years ago. I did the Outcasters Drake in 2007. I did the Outcasters, a Society of Short Stories in 2011. And now this one, no publisher, I'm not making money. I am a YouTuber, so I do have a Cash App, and I do have a post office box if anybody wants to donate anything. But this is for free for everyone to look at. I only ask that people don't make like some sort of major profit off of my characters, because I still own my stuff. And we have a fucking helicopter for some reason, because helicopters want to be the stars. They want to be in the way. Um, I'm going to, for tonight, I'm going to show the sort of the table of contents. This is called the showing us the different worlds. My inspiration for the Amaya character, I was thinking of Jenny. Remember Jenny? Remember Forrest Gump and Jenny, and Forrest and Jenny? And it's more hypothetical, of course, more extreme. But Jenny's like a broken character, but she tries to be the girl next door. So I thought about Jenny from the Forrest Gump movie, the Robin Wright character. And I thought about the character of Little Miss Valentine and all the things I've written over the last 27 years. I've known these fictional characters, these ones here. I've known these characters like I know my own genitalia, like I know my arms and legs. This is a story that's set on the islands, like the Hawaiian Islands. It is about broken people, like Jenny, like Forrest Gump, like people you see in real life, criminals and drug addicts and uh, probationees and parolees and like Joey Diaz and all these different people, right? But they're broken characters, hurt people, right? And I wanted to do a story about all these broken people, but somehow when we remember the things we did or didn't do or could have been or would have been, the multiverse implied kind of thing, that's when we kind of wake the fuck up and it's like, oh, I can be better. I will be better. So it's about hurting people, hurt people who learn how to heal, and healed people heal people. So it's about rebuilding, building from the ashes of what was broken. And when it comes to knowing what was broken, I am the expert in knowing. I've had a very broken life. So taking cues from people. And I wanted to make sure also, keep in mind, I didn't want to make an echo chamber. I didn't want it to make it self-indulge. I don't want to live in my bullshit. So this is something that I really put some thought into. Now, the story is not finished, but I do know what's going on. I know how this ends. I know most of the middle story, and I know that I've done the beginnings of it. Um, this is this is a parallel is one story, meaning that it is not a choose your own adventure. It is not sequels. They're parallels. When I show you detours, you can go to the next part of the story. So let's say my inspiration was Sonic Adventure. When Sonic has one story, he meets Tails, and then Tails picks up his own story. But you could go to Knuckles' story, or you could complete all of Sonic's story, and then Tails, and then Knuckles, or you could go to Amy Rose. And just jumping around to different parts of people's story while still staying in the timeline of one timeline about how all these characters remember. And because they remember, they heal each other and things get better. It's not about bad guys and being villains and destruction and death. I've already done all that stuff. This is about how we get better and how we do better and how everybody prospers. And one day I do want to do a series of stories where you have two people who help people. It's not Macmillan and Wife, for those who don't know, or Nick and Nora Charles solving mysteries. It's more than that. It's helping people with different problems, but only if stuff in the real world in my life gets to that point. If it doesn't happen, I don't do it. I only write what I know. You should always write what you know and what you feel by instinct. You shouldn't write if you don't feel it. Don't write to appeal to the masses. So that's what I'm going to do. This is my formal introduction. So what I will do is when we get to detours in the story, for example, with Sonny's Bonds, I will put timestamps or links in the pinned comments. So I will pin the comments for the table of contents, and then Sonny's Bonds, and then Zoo Chispa, and other stories. And I will edit those pinned comments to include the links for those stories because they have not been finished or have not been written yet. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have art accompanying this, a little bit of music, musical cues, little themes, and art to accompany this. It's not going to be art like the Metal Men where it's like a lot of art because, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work. But I'm going to keep the art relevant. I'm going to try to do the best I can. All right? So much love, Amaya Miller. Much love to you in all you're doing. Positive. Keep out the negative. All the negatives will turn to positives at some point. So wish me luck. I hope everybody will be entertained.